Hello everyone, myself Bhumi Patel, Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in Department of Electronics and Communication. Today we will study about the different electric power system using in control panel. So first of all, in last session we have studied about the definition of control panel. What is the control panel? Control panel is used for the instrument, the purpose of the measurement, monitoring, protection, detection, control and manage the process. So the panels are located in a control room as well as the field term as a local control panel for operational convenience. So control panel is located as control room as well as the field area of the system. Now today we are going to discuss about the different electrical power system used in control panel. So first of all, the instrument power requirement. We have used a different instrument in control panel. So power requirement of the instrument is different. So first requirement of the instrument is the nature of the process itself. Second requirement is the characteristic of the instrument control system, and the third requirement is the history of electrical power failure in the region of the plant. So there are some power requirement for the control panel. So first of all, we have studied about the instrument power requirement. So here some example is given. First of all, suppose we have some instrument power panel. So you can see that suppose we have draw here instrument power panel, okay, and here some other panel like lighting panel, control room, emergency light, etc. Now these two panel is connected the AC supply. So we can connect these two panel with 120 240 AC supply or 3-phase AC supply. Okay. Now here suppose some building supply voltage. So we can draw here building supply voltage. So between the panel and the apply voltage and the building supply, some of the safety factor is connected. Here we can connect a transformer if it is required in this type of instrument. So here we have connect the transformer, and you know we have two types of transformer, step up and step down transformer. Whatever voltage is taken, we have connect the step up or step down transformer. Here between the supply and the instrument panel we can connect voltage regulator, and the function of the voltage regulator is to regulate the voltage according to the instrument. So here we can connect the supply voltage and the panel. In between we can connect the regulator voltage, because if the apply voltage is greater than, and so we can regulate the voltage according to the different instrument. So first diagram is the instrument power requirement. The same diagram is given. You can see that most instrument, the power system required the stabilization or the voltage regulator by constant voltage transformer, which is typically hold outputs to plus or minus 1% variation for plus or minus 15% input voltage changes. So here you can see that if 15% input changes, the output changes is only 1% variation. So it is the most instrument power system requirement in the control panel. Now the modification of this diagram, here you can see that the difference is instrument power panel is connected, input voltage is given between the power panel and the input voltage. We have connect the voltage regulator. Here second panel is lighting panel, control room lighting and emergency light, and between the building supply light and the input voltage we can connect the transformer. Now changes is there. Here we can use the generator. This is the diagram for the generator. Okay, the use of emergency generator for instrument power backup in the event of primary power failure is a common provision in processing plant. Here in this diagram they can say that if the input voltage is failure and we have connect this power panel with the generator, we can continuous the input voltage up to 24 hours. So it is the provision for the power failure. Now next diagram is same for instrument power requirement. Here we can use the instrument power panel, main instrument power panel and instrument device backup system. Now voltage regulator is also connected, transformer is also connected. The changes is that here we can connect the battery and the static transfer switch between the panel and the supply voltage. We can also connect the inverter for every control panel, and for the battery we can connect the battery charger. So the uninterruptible power supply that utilize the battery backup and inverter and the solid state switching to ensure that the quick switch over to the backup power system. DC relay, solenoid and other interlocking devices are used in this system. If we can switch over this power panel to this power panel, that time we can use the inverter, relay, interlocking system, so we can easily switch one panel to another panel. So this is also a one type of instrument power requirement system. Now the fourth one is if the power requirement is AC power, when the AC power is used for the system. So here we can use the DC instrument power panel, and here is the 115 voltage AC from the instrument power panel. Between these we can connect the diode and the battery system. So when the main power system is required the AC line, then we can use this type of diagram, and a static switch is used to connect the instrument power to the load when the inverter fails. When the inverter is working properly, we cannot use the static switch, but there is some problem in the inverter, that time we can use the static switch in the instrument power for the control panel operation. So this is some instrument power requirement. Now in control panel, some of the design criteria to design a control panel as well as the time requirement. So first design requirement is 1.5 the average power interruption interval. Always we can get the interruption interval, it is 1.5. Next one is 2x the requirement time interval to switch to an alternate power supply such as an engine driven generator. If we want to alternate the power supply in the same control panel, the time interval is 2x time. Next one is 1.5x the time interval the process could be operated after loss of primary power. Whenever the input power or primary power is lost, we can set the time interval is 1.5x. The fourth one is time interval of instrument operation required for process shutdown. Whenever the overall process is shut down, the time interval for the instrument is required, because in the same control panel we have used the different types of instrument. So time interval is most important criteria for the designing in the control panel. Now the electric equipment required for the instrument backup power should be located the separate area near the central control room. The emergency generator is usually located near the control center, and the room used for the electric backup power may also be used for mechanical equipment required for the building, heating, ventilating and air conditioning. Okay, now next one is the instrument power distribution. So we have different instruments. So power distribution is the most important factor in the control panel. So first one is the design reliability. The method of distributing instrument power to individual user is a major factor of the design reliability. Now next one is the 115 volt AC sources. When the control instrument are powered by the 115 volt AC source, separate fuse or circuit breaker should be used for the instrument, so we can supply each devices. This isolation the initial failure and prevent the shutdown of the others. Now external DC supply. When the instruments are used for an external DC supply, the system should be designed so their failure of one supply does not affect the failure of the other. The system should be also designed so the wiring failure at any point should not be shut down the large part of the control panel or of the distribution system. Now when the inverter used and when inverter are not used. So when the inverter are not used, for the instrument power supply, circuit breaker are commonly used for the system. But when the inverter are used, all circuit protection device between the inverter and the instrument should be high speed fuse. Otherwise the time required for the instrument to open a branch circuit breakup might be longer than the time required for the instrument to fuse the inverter, and it causes a system to fail. So inverter is also a most important factor for the instrument power distribution. Now next one is control room lighting. Whenever we design a control room, lighting is also an important factor for the operator as well as for the instrument condition. So first one is the provide comfortable condition. Control room lighting should be designed to provide a comfortable condition for the operator so that the operating failure is minimized. Now the current practice is to provide a illumination of 50 foot for decks and console at the deck's top. Illumination of 30 to 40 foot candle should be provided on the vertical surface of the control panel between approximately 45 to 60 inch above the floor. Now next one is the area. The area behind the panel should be lighted to about 50 foot candles. Some panel area may be required a lower lighting intensity to improve the readability and visibility of equipment such as backup display or alarm, in which case dimensions should be considered. Now the rear panel lighting should be properly designed into panel when it is known that the panel will be in the low lighting area for the troubleshooting and the repair case. Now the emergency lighting of the some type should be provided for the control room in situation where no other emergency light backup power is used for the instrumentation or other power requirement. Battery operated light or other operated light should be used for emergency. Now next one is what type of battery operated light we can use. We can use the generator, steam or gas driven light. Emergency light would be come from those sources. So control room lighting, these are the topic for the control room lighting. Now next one is the communication system. There is a good communication between the control room operator and the field operator because of increase the operator responsibility in the control room. If there is no good communication between the field and the control room operator, there is some problem in the instrument. So first topic of communication is good communication between control room and the field operator. Also communication between the control room of the various plants should be maintained. For instance, a process unit need to communicate with the same department or with the other department. So it is also a good communication between the same department operator or the other department operator. Now there are some methods to communicate with the operator. First one is the plant telephone system. We can use the telephonic system for the communication with the two operator. Next one is the telephone bellboy. This is the other communication system for communicate with the other operator. Two-way radio is also used for the communication system. Next one is hand wire point-to-point communication, also used for the control panel for communication, and the paging system also used for the communication. So we have communicate by phone, by mail, by telephonic, by point-to-point communication, or by the paging system, but the communication is very good for the field operator and for the control room operator. Now next one is the electrical classification. Now we have used a different type of instrument in the same control panel. So classification of electric system must be needed. So electrical classification it depend upon the first is the class. We have three type of class in the electrical classification, and the class name is class 1, class 2 and the class 3, and depending upon the material type, means which type of material are used in the different instrument in the same control panel, we can divide the class into three regions: class 1, class 2 and class 3. Now next classification is division. The subgroup of division is division 1 and division 2, and the division is divided depend upon the hazardous area and depend upon the atmosphere. Which type of atmosphere used in the plant or in the field area, and what type of hazardous area is there in the control panel, we can divide the division into two parts: division 1 and division 2. And the third electrical classification is group. Group is divided into group A, group B, group C, group D, group E and group E. So group is divided into 6 groups, group A to group F, and this group is divided depend upon the material properties. which type of material property used in the particular instrument, we can divide the group into 6 part. Okay, so detailed verification, detailed classification of electric system we have studied in the 5th chapter. Here in the control panel, which type of material used, which type of atmosphere is there, it is hazardous area or non-hazardous area, and which type of material property used. Depending upon the instrument, we can divide the electrical classification in 3 types: class, division and group. So in today's session we have study about the different instrument power requirement, design criteria, different communication system used in control panel, and the last one is electrical classification. Thank you all of you. If anyone have doubt, then contact me in this email ID bhumi.patel@lginstitutes.edu.in.